And welcome back. This is the Skull Library, Part 2. Let's get on with it. Since the last video, I built up these stairs here. I walled in this back side. And today, right now, we're going to be building the columns and arches for this first layer. Alright, well, let's get to it. So each floor is 10 high in total. We can build 6 high. So I'm just going to do 5 and 5, and that should be easy enough. There's a lot of columns. Oops. Oh, Daisy. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but Daisy's wandering around in the background. It's a little after 3 in the morning. I should be asleep, but why not do some more building? I think I'm going to put the bookshelves in, kind of in between these. I think that would look nice. Whoops. Yeah, that's how this, let's build or whatever you want to call it is going to be. It's just block by block by block. I don't have a way to fast forward it. So if you want to watch it, block by block by block, you are more than welcome to. I play this game actually quite often, almost, not quite, but almost every day. So I think I'll try to do an update either every day or maybe every couple of days. Since all I'm doing is building and not having to do any editing or anything like that, updating this channel shouldn't be all that difficult. And if you get bored with this, you can always go to the cute Chihuahua videos. Most people associate Chihuahuas with reigns of terror. And they can be, but Chihuahuas really are like any other dog. If you train a Chihuahua like you would a pit bull or a Doberman Pinscher or any sort of big dog, then a Chihuahua is a perfectly fine and normal dog. It's really the people who kind of treat them as like accessories or throw them in their purse or something like that really does the dog a disservice, in my opinion. So I don't do that. I hold them to account. Nah, they're good dogs. Alright, let's see where we are at. Turn the lights on. Kind of looks like a whole lot of nothing right now. That's okay. So the floor is here. Let's go up that next 5. With me, generally, I like building games. Any kind of game where you can build like this, I tend to enjoy. I wish it was a little bit faster building on this, but I don't know. This works. Yeah, that is the same level. I think in these areas I'm going to put like these are books on each side. Maybe like a torch or just something different to break it up. This first level will be the only level that goes all the way to the wall. The second, third, and fourth level, second, third, fourth, will stop right here. And the reason is, as I noticed this after the fact, the skull's actually a little bit too big. So if I were to bring the balconies all the way up, it would actually cut off part of the eye. And so when you're looking at it, I don't know, I just don't think it would look right. I think it's kind of nice to see the whole skull. So you'll see the eyes and then the nose. You'll see the balconies come to the wall here on each side. But that's as far as it goes. So you see the full face of the skull. If it doesn't work, we'll just tear it all down. It's kind of the fun of it. Alrighty. You know, I've seen some of those Let's Build videos, and a lot of them do have they fast forward through kind of this part. They'll start off the building and then they'll fast forward through it and then kind of show you the end result. Since I don't have that ability, people get to see what it really takes to build these kind of structures. And by no means am I an expert or anything like that. I just think it's interesting to know just how long it actually takes to do this kind of thing, which is a really long time. Alright, so let's build the floor. Everything in this room is very gray, kind of dull. Once it's all covered up, it'll be very dark down here, so have to have a lot of torches and a lot of lights, just so people will be able to see. Where am I? Right here. If anyone's curious on exploration, you don't, I guess there's no, but Minecraft has something like survival mode. I've never actually played Minecraft. There's none of that in this game. It's just pure building, which is why I kind of like it. Let's brighten it up. And once we get through with all this, we will see what we got. It'll take a minute. I think I'm going to stick with that stone all throughout. Normally I'd like to put like a wood floor up here, especially with balconies, because it is kind of heavy. But on this, I just kind of don't want to, only because it's so far underground. This will be 4 stories for the library, and then 2 stories for the basement, and then the entire building on top. So this will actually be one of the biggest buildings I've built on this game in this world, only because it's so deep. So it may not be particularly big on the outside. On the inside, it will be very deep. Alright, I think. Oops. Got one more to do. There we go. Now let's put the outside. There we go. Darn it. I like that. I like the way that looks. It's all going to be arched, but for now, that looks pretty good. You actually descend down the stairs into this first level. So I think what I'm going to do is you have to come all the way down to get into the skull. You go through the skull, through the mouth. That works. That forces you to take all the stairs, because there'll be, coming off of this, 1 into here, and down, 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 and down, and you come out right where we came out. So that works. I like to do arches like that. That looks pretty good. I guess if you want to try building this, you can. That's what Jarecraft always says in his videos. Oh, if you want to try building it, go ahead. And then you watch him and it's like, oh my goodness, what a task. But he always has amazing creations. I wish he did more tutorials, because actually I've learned quite a bit from him. His big thing is detail. And a lot of like adding detail to things. Probably not as complex as his, but I try to add as much detail as possible. Actually, let's start here. One. Hopefully I'm not forgetting any. I probably am. I don't know what these would be called on a column. Not the capitals. Well, maybe they would be the capitals. I've built this sort of arrangement before with the column and the arches above it. And often, these capitals are where I'll attach like a light or lantern, torch or something to it. And it just kind of breaks it up a little bit. I like that. That's pretty cool. Alright. So that. Now I just have to repeat this all the way up. Let's add some light. So when you go through here, yeah, that looks pretty good. thinking for this first floor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thinking for the first floor, I'll kind of put these drawers on the bottom. And maybe do something like this. Would that look good? Could add something like that. Yeah, it works. Kind of mimics the outside. Yeah, I guess we could do something like that. That works. Now just repeating the process all the way around. Let's add one here on the end too. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. All right. I think I'll end this video here. When you come back, I'll have all the shelves in place. And we will go from there on the next floor.